Okay, as we've seen that distortion is nothing but if we are doing some expressions in a class, that is we are telling something, some informations to students. So in the time some of people's entering into the class, it may get distorted, right? So it will not reach the particular, if they may, if we are giving expressions in a class, there something happen outside the class. Somebody is walking there or somebody is shouting there. So the communications is, so the students will see the particular information which is happening outside the class. So they are not seeing that, or they are not listening our visual languages here. So this makes the distortion of information. So that these 10 we can say it is the devariance of a visual languages, that is vague and impress, continuous, it may be continuous, multi-channel. So that if we are have more than one expressions, we can't able to identify, we can't able to listen that. Culture bond, so some cultures that the expression may differ, and the meaning of a expression in one culture may differ in another culture. And in that expressions or through paintings or through drawings, we can't able to converse. Long conversations is not possible here. So somebody is able to understand the particular through paintings or drawings or some expressions. So somebody can able to can't able to identify. So it is difficult to understand for somebody. And then somebody is not interested to do these physical languages. So for them, they will not prefer this. There is no rules and regulations for here, so we can say it is a lack of formality. So if we are using PowerPoint, animations or video maker, some things for conveying these visual languages, so it will make it costly. And then distortions, if we are doing some expressions or some gestures or some paintings to communicate some informations, they make it distorted. So we can say distortion of information is also possible. So these are, we can call it as a debarriers of our visual languages. Next, we can see what is meant by formal languages. So it is opposite to our visual language. In visual languages, we are communicating without any written documents. Here, all will be doing in using written. That is, we are saying that strings of symbols. Symbols are used to communicate informations. So here we have a rules. In visual languages, there is not formal method for using all the expressions. Each and everyone have a different expression, different way of communicating the visual expressions. Here we have a rules to specify particular informations. So that we can say a formal language is a set of strings of symbols that may be constrained by rules that are specific to it. We can say alphabet of a formal language is a set of symbols, letters, tokens from which the strings of languages may be formed frequently. It is required to be finite. So these formal languages, we can already studying TOs, I think. So theory of computations, we will have tokens, symbols, how we are forming that. You are seeing the grammar, right? Type 1 grammar, type 2 grammar. You are already learned context-free grammar about this, right? So this we can say it is a formal languages here. Okay. So the strings formed by this alphabet we can call as words. So the words belonging to particular formal languages, we can say it as a well-formed words or well-formed formulas, we can say here. So a language is often defined by means of formal grammar. We can, using this formal grammar, we can define our formal languages such as regular. We can say it is, we can form using a regular grammar or a context-free grammar. So also call it as a formulation. We can say it is also, you can call it as a formulation rule. This regular grammar and context-free grammar, we can call it as a formulation rule. This what is mean by regular grammar, what is mean context free language, what is mean by tokens, letters, symbols. These are you already studied in our last semester theory of computation paper, right? So the formal methods provide mathematically based techniques that have the additional advantages of being machine analysis and manipulations. So this formal specification is a expression in some formal languages and not at some level of abstraction of collection of properties. Some systems should be satisfy this particular formal languages. See, formal specification may consist, we can say, is a syntax. That is, we can say it is a notation. We can say it is a syntax here. Or semantics, it is nothing but a specifiable objects and satisfy relations. That is, the semantics associated with the syntax. What is the relationship between the syntax and semantics? Syntax is nothing but some notation, and then for which particular object we are specifying that syntax, we can say it is semantics. So this relationship we can say it is a relationship associated with our semantics and syntax. So this for three things we need to this formal language specification is based on these three things. So need for a formal language. Why the formal languages will be needed? So sometimes the systems may run reliably at a 99.9% of time. So semi-automated generation of test cases also from formally specified requirements will be correct, secure and safe. But so this will be based on our formal languages. It will avoid inconsistency, incompleteness. So inconsistency means if there is no accuracy, they are not doing in particular time, we can say inconsistency. If your particular work is not yet completed, so we can inconsistency, non-minimality. So to avoid these things, we are using a formal languages. So which we say you can already know about finite automata, right? Finite state automata, which is used a lot in design of digital circuits like electronics and hard drive, embedded systems such as alarms or microwave ovens. They are using finite automata. This you also already studied in a theory of computation. You all remember, right? Okay, anything that have few buttons on it and get into a different stage, we can say it is a finite automata. That is alarm. If you are using we are on the alarm, so once the alarm gives, we are going to off, so it will go to on and off stage. Even switches will go to on and off states. Okay, so it may be go to high, medium, low power. Power will be go to high, medium power. So this we can say this is these are all one of the kind of formal languages. So what are all you studied in theory of computations, right? So finite automata, Turing machines, and then grammars, regular grammars. So these are context-free grammars. So everything we can say it is a formal language. For all those things we need a formal languages. Without any formal languages or regular languages to form regular languages, without formal languages, we can't able to done those things. Okay. Finite automata, so for push down automata, so these are all you already study about that, right? So these all can be expressed using a language, formal language. This formal language will be basis for all those languages. Okay, from this today's topic will be get over. So go through that. If you have any doubts, come and ask in your Google Classroom or post your comments in your Google Classroom. Thank you all.